Yo, what's good people? It's Ocean here. I'm a music producer and a YouTuber from London, England, and today I'm going to be challenging 3 of the best producers on Fiverr to remix my beat and see who does it best. Well, it's sounding crazy already. Let's see where it goes. Something for the rave for sure. Oh, right off the bat we're going in. This section is insane as well. Jeez, these drums. It's like some old school 80s kind of sounding house. First, let me break down the beat that I made. This is remixed on Fiverr. Let's get into it. The type of vibe that I want to make today, something a little bit more experimental and something that has influences more from like the underground trap scene. I've got this cool sound pulled up. It's like an arpeggiator. I really like that sound. Let's record that in. Stop, bang. Oh. I think that pitch works a little bit better, so I'm going to keep it there. And then I want it to go down a bit. Yeah, I like that. That sounds really nice. And then when we put some drums on that, it's just going to skip. I've got this sound pulled up here. It's called a CTM 808, and it's got that kind of growly, deep sound. So I'm going to use that as the bass line. This one's sounding nice already. And then I think I'm also just gonna try and find another sound that can be used as the lead. That matches nicely. And then I think I'm just gonna take out some of the low and some of the high end, just so it fits a bit better. Let's add in some drums now. And then let's just repeat that over a few times. And then at the end there, I want it to have that pause. Pause is gonna be quite consistent throughout. That's the kind of rhythm that I'm trying to go for. Perfect. I'm just gonna add in a few more perks now just to give it some more bounce. And this one, I'm gonna keep it nice and simple. Oh man, this one is crazy. I wanna add in one more thing, maybe like a rim shot just to go in between the snares. Finished up the beat, structured it out a little bit and just added in a few more elements to really finish up the track. And this is what we got now. Oh, so vibey. Insane. I'm gonna send it to the producers now. They're gonna remix the beat and I can't wait to hear what they do with it. I'm intrigued to see what they could turn this into. Let's go. Oh, so vibey.
Hi everyone, this is Dirsehan, producer from Turkey, and I'm doing this job since 10 years. Thanks to Fiverr for selecting me to be a part of this challenge, and let's fire this. I start with layering this melody with grand piano from Ableton. Very soft settings, no bright, no glue, and the Nexus one for more depth. I add another layer for drop to make it bigger, and the whole together sounds like this. Piano's done. That's cool. Let's use this. After a bit automations, I introduced another layer for the main melody here. To the build up. And for drop, I want to manipulate this melody with some automations. Left, right. I think the percussion's one of the most important things in this track because there are lots of you can hear, you can see. I started with this organic feeling groovy loop. I like it. Later this one and this one. For build, add more groove, with this one and the shakers. And the reverb automation here for drop. In drop, I add these guys. Very groovy. You wanna dance? For the bass, I used simple saw wave. Layered it. I really like this diva preset. It's kinda melodic house feeling. All together. This is very emotional string. In the second part of drop, I used very simple chord progression here. With my preset, all things together. Sounds good. Thanks for watching me, guys. Hope you like it. See you soon.
The remixes are back. I'm excited to take a listen. Let's dive in. The first person I'm going to listen to is Dirsehan. Right off the bat, just bang. This one is sounding crazy already. Let's see where it goes. There's a lot happening. It seems like very busy, but I also feel like there's a drop coming. There we go. Yeah, I'm feeling this one now. Vibey. Something for the rave for sure. Fire, shout out Dirsehan. I think with this one, I really like the drums, the way how I felt like there was so much anticipation until we finally get to the drop, and then that's where like the rhythm comes in and it gets really nice. You can definitely picture that, someone DJing that in like a sunset or a sunrise or something like that.
Hi, my name is Jens. I'm from the Rogue Music production team and I'm a producer and composer from the Netherlands. I make all sorts of genres, pop music, EDM, hip-hop, R&B. So let's get into my remix. So I started off with these ambient synths. I used a verb bus to get it more of an ambience and used an LFO for the groove. In the second part I wanted it to bounce a little bit more, so I chopped up one note and used the trash for the second part. I also used a granulator that opens up for the last part. To give it even more of a bounce, I added a filter from Arturia. I just really like that sound. I'll show you what I did with the bass, then you understand why I did this. Just a bunch of layers, black layers. I actually started with this bass, but I didn't like that. So I started with the sub. really hard bass, dirty bass as well, plucky. Those with the arps. Then I started to add the drums, and the drums are actually really simple. Just 4 on the floor kick. And the track was already really complex, so I just wanted to get the rhythm in by using kick on every count and just a snare on this second and fourth count. The snares are 3 layers. This is one. This is the third one. And just a little bit of noise to make it a little bit fuller. And for the last part, I used another snare as well. I chopped up one drum loop which I really liked, and normally I like to make my own drums, but this just worked so well that if it works, it works. With a little bit of white noise. I love white noise. Let's go to the second heavy part. I've used a little bit of more basses. Just individually it sounds really cheap, but I used a guitar rig on this and it makes this really crunchy sound, and which works really well with the basses. 2 another bass layers. I also made this cello loop. This is how it sounded without the effects. My good friend Matthijs, shout out to you Matthijs, he played some really nice guitar riffs on this with an extra loop here. One thing I did was using these drum stems from the original track and use it in my break as well. So on this hi-hat there's an granulator effect that opens up during that piece. So there's one effect I like to show you on the rim. It sounds like a bit of a chorus, but then made with Valhalla, by adjusting the decay and pre-delay all the way down and then play with the depth. This was all of my remix. I hope you enjoy it. Take care. Bye.
Next remix I'm going to listen to is by Jens. Oh. Right off the bat, we're going in. Woo! That bass is thumping. Yeah, this one is insane. Okay, and we got the breakdown with the original. Section is insane as well. This guitar sound and bass gives me like some 80s vibes. I love it. Jeez, and the trap drums at the end as well. That one was incredible by Jens. Absolutely loved the vibe that he went for. The switch ups and everything, amazing.
Hey, what's up everybody on Fiverr? It's Ken here from Mockular Studios from Jakarta, Indonesia. I'm an electronic music producer, DJ, musician, audio engineer. Currently, I'm a pro seller at Fiverr under the name of Mockular Studios. Firstly, I'd like to thank Fiverr for inviting me for this exciting opportunity. So let's jump in. I have several ideas going through my mind right now. The first thing that came into my mind is like, really want to do fun stuff, like record some synth, use a 50-50 mix of hardware and soft synths. Yeah, so for the style, I'm thinking of going Kraftwerk, 80s hip-hop, electro vibe, like Egyptian lover style of electro, Africa Bambata. Let's jump into the technical details on how I would set up my synths and record them to Ableton. Always start with the drums, and for this occasion I will use a 606 clone. So already I programmed the beat like this. That's the bass, the kick bass. And snares. Move on to the next pattern. Do some tones. Move on to the next pattern. Use a clap. So basically that will be the spine of the track. I'll record this on Ableton and let's move on to the next gear. I'm using the Korg Electride TR1 MK2. Acts like a semi-synth percussion and also drum machine. I've prepared a pattern here. It goes like this. If you're familiar with Kraftwerk, it sounds just like that. The best thing here is I can like modulate all the I was thinking to incorporate some vocoders so we can really do that tribute for electro hip hop, early techno Detroit, whatever you want to call it stuff. So in this case, I'm gonna use the Microfreak Razor Edge. Yeah, moving on to the next part. I'm gonna select several stems from the original Ocean beat. Yeah, I like this one. That 808 dirty bass. I love this, both of these arpeggios. I think I can make it into something new. For the next part, I'm gonna show you basic sample of the track. It's basically an old school breakbeat sample. Pretty simple. And then I'm layering that with the recording of the previous 606 clone. But for my taste, it's kind of a bit not in the low end side, so I layered it again with an 808 sample. So the bass line, I pretty much tried something like this. Then I later switched it to Ableton's analog. You can definitely feel that electro sound with the high resonance, short decay, and all of that. Yeah, so the next part, we're going for the melody. This is the original melody from Ocean. And I made some changes for the arpeggio. So the next part, I want to talk about the original stems. I gave the original stems to the bass line. So if you want to know, it sounds like this. So it kind of gives that groove, that correspondence to that bass line. So I would like to thank you, Ocean and Fiverr, for giving me this opportunity. I hope you had a good time watching this video. I hope to see you again on another time.
Next remix I'm going to listen to is by Ken. drums. Crazy. It's like some old school 80s kind of sounding house. So interesting, but I love the vibe as well. Yeah, this one is so cool. I feel like he's nailed the vibe in like such a unique way. Let's see where this goes. What a drop. Wow, that one was incredible too. I really liked the drums on that one. Very like old school vibe. I think he really nailed it. Such a different perspective to take on it. I would have never thought to turn what I had into something like that. Very unique. All right, so I've listened to all the remixes. First we had Dirsehan with that more melodic kind of house kind of track that I could picture being played at like a sunset or sunrise. Then we had Jens, which had that more intense feel. Kind of reminded me like an old school 80s, 90s Michael Jackson, that kind of vibe. And then the last one that we listened to was Ken with that old school kind of sounding house vibe / kind of breakbeat hip hop kind of vibe. But really liked all the remixes today. They were all fire. Shout out to all the producers that remixed my beat and took it to a completely another level. Every single one of them was something that I would never have thought to even remix into. It's insane. But I think the winner of this episode has got to be Jens. Congratulations, you're the winner of this Remixed on Fiverr episode. Killed it. Every single producer killed it, but that beat right there, special. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to this channel, and I want to thank Fiverr for allowing me to be the host, the judge of this Remixed on Fiverr season. That's it from me. I'll see you soon.